Have you ever held something in your hand that looks so ordinary yet secretly holds the power to change your life forever? Imagine reaching into an old jar of pennies, thinking it is just loose change, and suddenly discovering that what you are holding is not just a coin but a hidden treasure worth more than a mansion. Today, right here on Hidden US Coins, I am taking you deep into the untold world of the top 3 ultra-rare and most valuable Lincoln wheat pennies that exist in today's auction market. These are not just coins. These are time machines. These are treasures. These are secrets of history that the world left behind waiting for the sharp eyes of true collectors. Every single one of these pennies is so rare, so powerful, and so breathtaking in value that they could make you rich overnight. And let me promise you this, what you are about to see today is not exaggeration, not fiction. This is the truth, and it is happening right now in auctions across America. So stay with me, because if you click away too early, you might miss the story of a coin that could be hiding in your own collection. And let me warn you, the value of these coins is skyrocketing every single day. What I reveal today may already be worth more tomorrow. That's how rare and powerful these treasures are. Coin number 1. The year was 1937. America was still climbing out of the shadows of the Great Depression. Families were counting every single cent, and the Lincoln wheat penny was more than just pocket change, it was survival. In that time, the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of pennies, but among them, a few were destined to become legends. And one of those legends is the 1937 Lincoln wheat penny without any mint mark, shining in a rare golden shade, preserved today in fine condition. Now, at first glance, you might say what's so special about it, but here's where the magic begins. This coin is not just a piece of copper, it's a piece of history frozen in time. Designed by Victor David Brenner with the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and those proud wheat stalks framing the reverse. But unlike many ordinary pennies of that era, this particular specimen carries something unique, a golden hue that sets it apart, almost as if time itself blessed it with a treasure-like glow. Collectors chase after this penny not just because of its age, but because of its condition and its unique character. Fine condition means it has lived a long, honorable journey through America's pockets and drawers, but still holds sharp details that whisper the stories of the 1930s. Add to that the fact that it comes without a mint mark, and suddenly you realize you are not looking at an ordinary coin, you are looking at a rare survivor, one that only a select few in the world will ever touch. And here's the truth, coins like this don't just show up on the market. They are fought over in high-stakes auctions, with collectors and investors alike driving the prices higher and higher. Why? Because rarity drives demand. And demand, my friends, creates value beyond imagination. And now, let's talk about what you're really waiting for, the treasure itself. The current market value of the 1937 Lincoln wheat penny without mint mark, in golden shade, fine condition is a jaw-dropping $194,000. Yes, you heard me right, $194,000 for a single penny. That is not pocket change. That is life-changing money. That is not just currency. That is a treasure chest hidden in plain sight. Think about it. Holding this coin is like holding a fortune in the palm of your hand. And the best part? Its value doesn't stop here. The demand for these rare Lincoln wheat pennies is exploding, with more and more collectors realizing their true worth. The market is hungry, the auctions are fierce, and the value is climbing day after day. If you wait for time, its price will rise even higher. This is not a dream. This is not a fantasy. This is the truth. For collectors, my advice is clear. If you ever come across a 1937 wheat penny without a mint mark in golden shade, do not ignore it. Do not dismiss it as just another cent. This is your ticket to history, your chance at owning a treasure that could rival anything locked inside a vault. Protect it, get it graded, and understand you are holding something the world wants. In conclusion, the 1937 no mint mark Lincoln wheat penny is not just a coin, it's a living treasure, a golden survivor of history, and a symbol of wealth waiting to be discovered. And here on Hidden US Coins, I promise you this is just the beginning. Every day, I bring you newly updated, faithful, and trustworthy discoveries from the world of rare coins, so you will never miss the next treasure that could be sitting right under your nose. So stay tuned, because the next coin I'm about to reveal is even more shocking, even more rare, and might just blow your mind. Next coin, number 2. Now, if the 1937 Lincoln wheat penny was already shocking enough to leave you speechless, get ready because the second coin on today's list takes rarity, mystery, and collector demand to a whole new level. Let's travel forward in time to the year 1958. America was buzzing with change. Elvis Presley ruled the airwaves, The Cold War was casting its shadow, and the space race was just beginning. In the midst of this historic decade, the United States. Mint produced the very last year of the Lincoln Wheat Penny before switching the design to the famous Lincoln Memorial Reverse. That's right, 1958 marked the end of an era. And that alone makes this coin historically significant. But we're not talking about just any 1958 penny. We are talking about a 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark, with a mysterious green waves surface preserved in very fine condition. Let's pause here for a second. This isn't just a coin. This is a farewell signature from the Wheat Penny series. Think about it. After nearly 5 decades of production, the wheat stalks that had framed Lincoln's image since 1909 were being retired. Collectors knew that 1958 was special, but none could have predicted just how rare and valuable certain specimens from that year would become. Now, let's look at its features. First, the absence of a mint mark tells us it came from Philadelphia, the heart of American coinage. Second, that extraordinary green waves toning is like nothing else you will find. It is nature's own artwork, formed over decades of chemical reactions with the environment. Each swirl, each ripple of green across the coin's surface tells a story of time, preservation, and uniqueness. No two coins with this feature look exactly alike. That makes this penny one of a kind, truly irreplaceable. Its very fine condition means it still carries bold details, Lincoln's face, the sharp lettering, the wheat stalks, while also bearing just enough honest wear to whisper that it lived through the late 1950s and beyond. It's not too worn, it's not unrecognizably polished, it's balanced, dignified, and perfect for serious collectors who know what they're holding. But the most thrilling part is its rarity. Remember, 1958 was the final wheat penny year, so demand is already sky high. Add the unique green waves toning and the fact that it is preserved in very fine condition, and suddenly we are looking at a coin that collectors will chase with passion, fighting in auctions until the hammer falls at jaw-dropping prices. And here's the truth that will shock you. The current market value of this 1958 no mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny with green waves in very fine condition is $121,000. That's right, $121,000 for a penny that once lived in someone's pocket like ordinary change. But today it stands as a piece of treasure, as valuable as a chest of gold. Think about that for a moment. This is not just wealth. This is history transformed into fortune. Owning this coin means you are holding the last heartbeat of the wheat penny design, amplified by a one-of-a-kind surface and condition that makes collectors compete fiercely for it. And make no mistake, the demand is growing day after day. The market is not slowing down. It is racing upward. Wait for time, and its value will only increase. This is a truth you cannot ignore. For collectors watching right now, my advice is clear. Keep your eyes sharp. Do not overlook 1958 pennies in your collection. Look for those unique, wave-like tonings. Look for condition, and always check for that absence of a mint mark. Because if you are lucky enough to discover a coin like this, you aren't just holding 1 cent, you are holding 6 figures of pure treasure. In conclusion, the 1958 wheat penny without a mint mark, glowing with green waves and preserved in very fine condition, is a collector's dream and a fortune wrapped in copper. It is proof that sometimes the smallest objects carry the biggest rewards. And my friends, the best part of today's journey is still ahead. Because the third coin on this list might just be the rarest and most explosive treasure of all. Trust me, you do not want to miss what is coming next. Next, coin number 3. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for, the final coin in today's treasure hunt. If you have stayed with me until now, you already know these are not just coins. They are living artifacts, golden keys to fortune, and silent witnesses of America's past. But this last coin, my friends, is something that defies expectations. Let's rewind to the year 1956. America was in the golden age of prosperity. Rock and roll was taking over jukeboxes, highways were filling with shiny new cars, and pennies jingled in every pocket across the country. Yet hidden among the billions of ordinary Lincoln wheat pennies struck at the Denver Mint, there exists a rare and extraordinary survivor, the 1956 Lincoln wheat penny with the D mint mark, marked with light green and brown spots, preserved in what collectors call dirty condition. Now, don't let that phrase dirty condition fool you. In the world of numismatics, those irregularities, those unusual colorations, those spots of green and brown are not flaws. They are battle scars. They are signs of authenticity. They are the fingerprints of time itself. For true collectors, this kind of coin is like a relic. It carries character, it carries uniqueness, and it separates itself from the endless sea of ordinary copper cents. What makes this coin so fascinating is its dual nature. On one hand, it's a 1956 with D penny, struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most productive mints in America. On the other hand, it carries that remarkable toning light green mixed with brown spots that transforms it from an everyday coin into a one-of-a-kind treasure. No machine, no factory, no modern mint could ever reproduce such a surface. Only time, chemistry, and history could craft such a natural masterpiece. And let's not forget the history behind it. By 1956, the wheat penny design was nearing its end, just 2 years away from retirement. Every wheat penny from the 1950s already has historical demand, but when you add a rare mint mark, a distinctive condition, and unique natural coloration, the collector's market goes wild. This isn't just a coin, it's a statement piece, the kind of penny that makes collectors stop, stare, and bid without hesitation. And here comes the moment of truth. Brace yourself, because the current market value of this 1956 with D Lincoln wheat penny, with its light green and brown spots in dirty but remarkable condition, stands at $120,500. Yes, $120,500 for a coin that once passed through ordinary hands, now elevated to the level of a national treasure. This is the kind of fortune that makes you realize the power of rarity. This is the kind of wealth that transforms a humble 1-cent piece into a legacy. And the best part? The value of coins like this doesn't stop here. The collector demand is climbing, the auction prices are rising, and day by day, coins like this become more unattainable, more priceless. If you wait, its value will only grow. That is not an exaggeration. That is the truth. For collectors out there, my advice is this: never underestimate condition. Even what looks like dirt or discoloration could actually be the very feature that sets your coin apart and skyrockets its value. Always examine your coins carefully. Always remember the ordinary can turn extraordinary, and the forgotten can turn into fortune. So what does this coin teach us? That even in the simplest, humblest form, a penny worn with spots, touched by time, and marked by history, there can lie unimaginable treasure. This is why the hunt never ends, and why collectors like you and me keep searching. Because you never know when you will turn over a coin and discover that what you are holding is worth more than a lifetime of paychecks. And there you have it, the top 3 ultra-rare and most valuable Lincoln wheat pennies in today's auction market. We've uncovered the golden-shaded 1937 with no mint mark, $194,000 treasure. We've revealed the Green Waves beauty of 1958, worth $121,000. And finally, we've brought to light the 1956 with D Survivor, spotted with history and valued at $120,500. 3 coins. 3 treasures. 3 fortunes that prove beyond doubt that rare coins are not just history. They are wealth, they are passion, and they are living legends. This is Hidden U.S. Coins, your most faithful and trustworthy source of daily updates from the world of rare coins. Every day, I bring you fresh discoveries, shocking truths, and hidden treasures that the world needs to see. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe, because tomorrow's video could reveal the very coin that changes your life forever. So if you love rare coins, hidden treasures, and life-changing stories, make sure to subscribe, stay tuned, and join me on this journey. Because here, every coin has a story, and every story could change your life.